Fatherhood is beautiful. Fatherhood is something that I don't necessarily know that a lot of men know what they're getting into once they start the process to be a father. It has changed everything about my life for the better. It makes you more responsible. It gives you a sense of urgency to get things done. And it also makes you always put your best foot forward, because you have to understand that, your children are watching every move that you make and they emulate you. It's true when people say that your children are clones of their parents, and they really are, for the good and for the bad. So it is imperative for fathers to really always put their best foot forward and to be shining examples in any way or shape that they can. The thing that I think that I was blessed to have was I was raised in a nuclear family, right? I had a mom, dad in the same household, still married. They've been married for 44 years, and they're still together, right? So to talk about my dad, he has always been a strong figure in my life. So we talk every Sunday. So every Sunday at 5 p.m. he calls, right? I can set my watch by it. So it's just really about, us being connected, him being consistent, and us having these conversations. He was my catalyst actually to start running. I actually ran one of my first 5Ks with him back in the 80s, and I still have that photo, right? And it was the same situation basically with my son. He was like, "Hey son, come up and run with me." I was like, "Okay dad, this is what you like to do. Maybe I should try it out." And I was hooked, right? And ever since then, on and off, fitness and running has been a really big part of my life. So what I really like to do with my two children, my son especially, he's an athlete. Right? He plays basketball, flag football, he runs, he's a clone of his dad, right? I really love to watch him play sports and to also play sports with him. This morning, a couple of hours ago, we actually ran a 5K together. Obviously at 9 years old, he didn't want to do it, but daddy signed him up for it, so he didn't have a choice. The beautiful thing about it is that we ran a really tough course together, and he ended up finishing second place in his age group, right? After that, he thanked me for getting him up and for me running with him. And those are the types of moments that I hope that he'll never forget. My daughter is the absolute love of my life. Not that my son isn't, but I think that it's different, the father-daughter connection. She's my sweetheart. She's into ballet. She loves her dad. And this may just be me, right? And I'm going to be honest, right? Is that me as a father, I tend to be a little bit more stern toward my son than my daughter. That's probably not right, but I'm sure that other fathers can probably attest to that. Partially, it may be being an African-American male. I understand how difficult it is for little black boys out there, right? So maybe it's me trying to, I don't want to say get him ready for what the world is going to give to him, but it's making him more cognizant that yes, you are a little brown boy, and we need to make sure that, that we always sit up straight, that we shake hands, that we speak our words, and that we exude confidence.